What's up, guys? Hornatus Victor here, bringing you Black Clover anime review. This was episode 73. This episode was entitled The Royal Knight Selection. This was a very great episode. It was more of a build-up episode, but it was really good. As you see in the thumbnail, we got this one guy dressed in black with red hair that we've been seeing a lot in the endings and even in the beginning. We don't know who he is yet, and he basically is picking a fight with this Royal Knight. It's the vice captain of the Purple Orcs, and there's an old lady on the floor behind him, the guy all in black with the red hair, where he's talking down to the Royal. And we don't get to hear the beginning of the conversation, but we do get to hear this guy with the red hair talk smack to the Royal, and the Royal gets upset and tries to fight back, and a magic circle appears on this guy's body. Then we get the next scene, and this Magic Knight whose royalty is invented into the wall, all beat up and limped up, and blood's coming out his mouth. I don't believe he's dead, but he's badly hurt. And he basically took his robe and was like, "You trash, you don't need this." Still, looking down on him. And then the old lady, she's just on the floor in shock. And this guy walks off. Then we get to go back to the Coliseum, where, everybody was there with the Royal Knight Captain when they got selected to go to their captains and stuff. And we're back in that same stadium. And the Wizard King is, gathering everybody. And we see everybody there gather, all the characters that are going to be participating. And we get this one scene where Yuna and Asta are talking about the hot spring. And my mama's right there listening. And she's like, "Hot spring? Where? When?" And they just continue to talk, not listening to her. And she gets all freaked out about the hot spring, and that was a comedy or joke that they just kept on referencing, because she really wants to know about the hot spring, but they're not talking no more about the hot spring after they said, "What's up? I haven't seen you since the hot spring." So it's just funny hearing them talk between each other between that. And then we get the King of the Clover Kingdom, August Clover, I believe his name is, Augusta Clover. And he comes in talking about this exam and stuff, and in the middle of his speech, he gets kind of sidetracked. He couldn't continue because he couldn't remember the purpose of this. Says this is Julius' idea, and he just didn't offer Julius this. So Julius, as always, I like to call him the Troll King, but he's the real Wizard King, but I call him Troll King. The Troll King steps in and takes over the flame and glory and starts the conversation over and said what this test is for, because they need to go and combat in groups in the Royal Knights when this group is made up. So, and then in a side note, Julius did state to himself, also I get to see everyone's epic magic and new stuff and skills. So that was kind of funny seeing him just troll the king, but at the same time troll the crowd. Like I said, he's the Troll King. He's always trolling people. He trolls people more than when he beats them in magic fights. So it's definitely one of the biggest trolls of 2018. And 2019. But everyone gets separated into groups. And I would have to say, out of all the people in the group so far, I think Fenrir actually has one of the best groups. I mean, he got his own spatial magic. He got Leo with him. And Leo's from the Vermilion family, the fire people. And then he has that big guy with him, with the curly hair. I believe his magic is earth magic. His name is Haman. So that's three. That's that 3-man squad right there. Then in Noelle, her team is OP as well, because she got herself, Yuna with her, and I forgot who else. Oh yeah, this guy called N is with them. Then you got Asta's group, and Asta's group is interesting because we got the red guy with the red hair. We got his name. His name is Xerx, and it's kind of weird because when he came in behind the Wizard King and he put his arm around him, started talking and stuff, and said, "Oh, sorry, I'm late. I had a whole old lady as a Magic Knight. Hopefully y'all forgive me." And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And he was being basically disrespectful, and a lot of the knights were upset about that. But the king was like, the Wizard King was like, "I'll let it go." And then he put on his robe, and the robe he put on was the one he actually stole from the other guy. And his name was actually Xerx. So we still don't know this guy's name with the red hair. He just pretended to be that fire captain from somebody else. But so far, everybody hates him. And Asta got the bad luck that that's actually his teammate. Because Asta's team is Asta, Zerx, and Mimosa. So Mimosa, she's pretty good because she got really good healing magic. But the Zerk guy, one, we know nothing about him. And two, he's not really trustworthy, so it's kind of hard to win in a tournament where you have to trust the teams to carry you. Because it's more than just one battle. And it's kind of hard to trust somebody when they're like disrespectful and shady, so. But they have been hyping him up a lot with the openings and endings. So, actually this whole tournament thing has been hyped for a while now, so can't wait to see them all throw hands and see all the different type of magic we're going to get. But basically the tournament is going to be 3-on-3, you know, teams of 3 sets, and you got 30 minutes to battle, and the point of this is to either knock out everybody on the opposite team or destroys their jewels, because every team is going to have a mana jewel with them. If you can defeat everybody on their team or destroy their jewels, or do both, you win and your team will proceed. But if your team gets wiped out or this jewel gets destroyed, then you're gone. So it's very simple, very basics. Kind of remind me of the tuning exam from Naruto a little bit. With the 3-man squad thing, yeah. Other than that, everything else is a little bit different because, you know, this is just one kingdom, so it's not a lot of people. In the Naruto tuning exams, it was many different parts and many different people. So, this is more like a simplistic version of it, which I like it a lot. I know a lot of people are going to hate it and always try to compare it to Naruto, but it is what it is, and it's a great series if you give it time. And so far, Black Clover has been on fire. So, but this was a good episode, and it ended off with Asta facing off against his team. And the team that he's facing off against, there's nobody there that we've seen before. It just seems like scrubs, but I'm not really sure if Asta can win. Because the guy with the red hair on black, he did say, I'm here just to make fun of y'all. So he probably won't take this tournament seriously. I could actually see him betraying Asta, since they don't really get along. Because he did put a prank on him earlier with some bugs. So I won't be surprised if, like, he did something to piss off Asta, like destroy their own jewel or whatever, and say, oh, I'm sorry, it was an accident. Or he end up, like, faking unconscious so he won't have to help Asta and just lay there. Because he seems type of shady like that. So, but this was a great episode, episode 73 of Black Clover. If you have not watched it already, watch it. If you watch it, go watch it again. Great episode. Great stuff. Felt kind of short, but it was a really good episode. We also get to see all the females from the Black Bulls there cheering on Asta and from around them. We see Magma's team. His team is pretty awesome. It's Magma, some other high-level Royal Knight, and we also get to see Soul, which Soul is a lieutenant for Charlotte of the Blue Rose. And they already don't get along, so that's kind of weird, but it is what it is. We also get to see Solid's team, which is Noel's second oldest brother. His team is very awesome too. He has the knight that hates Asta, the one that attacked him in the dinner hall with that sand golem. He has him, and those two don't get along. And some other chick that we've never seen before. And then we have Luck's team. Luck's team is pretty good as well. It's Luck himself, Clarks, however you pronounce his name, the guy who's with Yuna, and the guy who's always with Yuna and Mimosa with the glasses, they call him Four Eyes. That's one of Luck's partner. And the other partner is that chick from the opening that she's pretty big bone and she has angel wings. We see her here. She doesn't have the angel wings on, so I guess that's probably her magic spell that causes that. But we see her. But yeah, these are all the teams so far we got, and I can't wait to see them throw hands. I'm hoping for Asta to win, but since he's the main character, and I'm not sure if they're gonna like be too cliche and make him win. So, but yeah, this was a great episode. For those that have not watched it, go watch it. Can't stress that enough. Great episode. That's all I have for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more. Give this video a like. Tell me down below what you liked about the episode and what you hate about it. Or if there's anything you disliked. Also tell me what your expectations are for next week. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out and have a good one.